Hello everyone, welcome to Gru's Garage. If you've been here before, welcome back. If not, welcome to the show. It's been a while since I've done a full video. A lot of going on, a lot of projects happening, a lot of family things happening. However, I did a short a few days ago about Gladiator gear track and wall systems. We're gonna go over here, take a little more of a look in detail than what we did on a short. In the process of building a shop here, you can see the track system and various hooks. These are obviously just up temporarily. Just took them out of the package and didn't want to lay them on the floor. Utilizing a few things while we're working here. So this is the Gladiator track system. It's got 2 slots for their design. Things just pop in there. You got the J hooks, L hooks, tons of variations of hooks, and there's tons of them. They offer cabinets that mount on here, shelves, baskets, bike racks, all kinds of things. These are just a few different things that I have out. You know, this is, like I said, 2 slot. This is ideal for things like shovels, brooms, whatever you want to hang, just simple track. And I purposely put it around here. 78 inches is good height for me. Keep things up off the floor around the shop. However, they also have the gear track wall panel systems. Here's an example of these. These are the 8-footers. So 8 foot wide, and I have it 7 high. They're by 1 foot on the width or height, depending on however you want to configure it or consider it. So I have 7 of them stacked up, and they do have, hope this AC noise isn't too much, there's a little tongue and groove system on it. So they do interlock together. The big thing I noticed is this, get your first one started, get it nice and level however you want it, and then you can stack from there and go quick. Couple little things I just have here, and again, this is just sitting this way to be out of the road for storage. This here is called their golf caddy. So, you know, you don't have to use things for exactly what they are specifically designed for. Variation. So what this is going to be used for is my daughter's softball bags, cleats on the bottom. Great way to get stuff organized for them. Great way to get stuff off the floor. A couple of their different baskets they provided. This one's kind of like a flexible mesh. And then this is their 18-inch wire basket. Gonna use those for the other sports equipment, balls, gloves, whatever you want. And then right here, just kind of awkwardly sitting, just for storage for now, this is their trim pieces. They also offer, not included, but you can buy trim. So when you get your wall up with the track system, I'm sorry, not the track system, the wall system, if you don't want just this exposed edge all the way around, you can get the trim pieces just to kind of clean it up, dress it up. And we'll walk over here to the other side where I have another setup of that. Oh, sidetrack note. They also offer collar match screws if you want. They got the white heads. I got a couple of them I was using. Not a huge fan though, because they are Phillips head. I'm at the point I like Torx head. T25 is the way to go for these things. But over here in this corner, this is gonna be where my little workbench area will be. So I got the wall system over here as well. So this is 3 panels. I cut them down to a little over 7 feet. And then I put the trim around it. So here's what I was talking about, the trim pieces. So there's the trim, you put it all the way around. Just kind of dresses it up a little bit. Not necessary, but I just think it gives it more of a clean look. And in this corner below this, I'm gonna end up putting a workbench, probably just gonna build one in. On that corner, I just put another little one. That's just over 3 feet. And then I used black screws. I just kind of liked how it looked. You know, take your time trying to line them up. I don't know, like I said, I want Torx head. I'm not a fan of the Phillips head. In the corner, you can either butt them up or you can try and miter. I went ahead and mitered this just so I could jam it in there tighter. And then, not Gladiator related, however, tool storage. This is a company, let me show them real quick, not sponsored by anybody. This is Proper Tool Co. I do believe I know they're American made, I think they're out of Texas, but pretty cool. I obviously have DeWalt tools, mounts up in there. I know they have them for like Milwaukee, I think Makita, Ryobi, I'm not sure, you have to check them out, pretty cool. I just put it up on here, just another way to be a little more organized and clean storage, something I like. So that's just a little look here. And it's some of the cabinets, like I mentioned, this is still in the box and it's sideways. But here's a wall gearbox, just 2 doors. You know, they offer all kinds of things. I have another one over here. once I get everything finished, I'm just kind of bouncing around with these projects in here, working on getting it finished. I'll do another video down the road here showing the cabinets more, showing more of the track organized. You know, over here we just have one of their hooks. Got the little weed eater in there. And like I said, I think I showed it, but it's just a top piece and a bottom piece, like little flanges. And the track is literally just like a typical panel system, slat wall, I think they call it. Take the top one, get it up in the groove, push it down, and they have a little bit of tension on them, and they almost like pop it. So now it's in there pretty good. You don't, these are just one screw on each side, so they're 4-foot panels, those ones, tracks rather. I think they recommend not spacing more than 20 or 24 inches in screws. I'm just gonna put one every foot on those track systems. That way, no matter what I have up, it should be good. Oh, and speaking of building, you can see I'm just using OSB in here, 1/2-inch OSB for my sheeting. It's a shop, garage, whatever you wanna call it. However, at 78 inches that I mentioned behind it, where my purling is, I put a secondary, and I actually put a 2x6 where I knew I was gonna hang it. So if you are in a position where you're building, consider these things. Like over here on that one wall system, I used plywood instead of OSB, just a little bit stronger from rip out, and then behind it, I put a few extra purlings. In fact, I think that's still open enough you can see them. So instead of doing 2x4s, I did my traditional 2x4s. That way my sheeting could be normal. I didn't have to do anything special for measuring. But I also accounted for where those tracks are gonna sit, again, 1 foot high. And then I wanted to screw on each section to actually be able to hit through the sheeting into that. So I got a few 2x6s spaced behind there. I did that prior to the sheeting. That's a great thing to consider. And it doesn't have to be for tracks. So you're building a shop, whatever. Think of things like that. But for this, that works. If you just have pre-existing walls, you're gonna wanna find studs. Normally you're 16 inches on center. Find one, get them in there. Whatever works. And I think they offer like ways to mount in their books to other things like masonry. Obviously that'd probably just be a tap column. So yeah, that's just a look at the Gladiator wall system. Neat little fact about Gladiator for those who like to keep up things you didn't know. Gladiator is actually owned by the Whirlpool Corporation. So washers, dryers, stoves, etc. If you have any questions, please let me know down there. If you use this, let me know. Give me some feedback on what you think of them, what you'd like to see next. Like I said, it's been real busy, but I'm working on getting some things done and hopefully get some more videos. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a great day.